Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 2. So today, it's going to be a little bit different, so excuse me if it comes across a little bit disorganized. I got a gaming laptop very recently, like yesterday in fact, and I'm trying out some recording stuff with it. So this is going to be one of the things I try out. And if everything goes well, I may end up just selling off my desktop parts and using the gaming laptop because it seems to be working really well. But there is going to be some growing pains. Anytime that I have to use a new copy of Windows and reinstall all my programs and everything, always takes a little bit of getting back used to because like none of my settings are right again. So today's going to be a bit of a test. You know, a long test, I guess, an hour and a half or whatever it'll be, but another test like usual. And give it just a second, I need to resize a window. Alright, sorry about that. It's, like I said, growing pains. I'm trying to use just my monitor screen right now, though I do have a monitor I can plug in as well, which I may end up doing at some point soon. But for the time being, I'm just testing recording one screen. See how that works. And back to the actual game at hand. We've got some skits here. I guess, long story short, just have some patience with me, if you will. Appreciate it. Man, I can't tell you guys how much I love summer. Girls in short sleeves. Girls in short skirts, bathing suits. You're a real dog, you know that. Nothing like my bro Avan. You're still just a kid, Pete.
What's the idea?
What? I dare you to say that again. Out of my way, out of my way! You kicked my face! My prey got away. Well, are you happy, Joaquin? You know, Vicky's not wearing much. She's dressed like that all year, in fact. She's even barefoot.
Hey!
Vicky hates clothes. Where Vicky from, it's too hot for clothes. Sounds like Joaquin's kind of place. Why not pay him a visit, man? Maybe I will. Also going to be trying to do editing on this as well, which is going to be probably a weird experience, but I'm kind of curious to see how it performs. Oh right, yeah, we're stuck in a cell. Today's day 5. I can finally get out of here tomorrow. Somebody's at the cell next door, it sounds like. The guard, maybe? Dang, he's impatient about something. Avan, are you in there? Oh no, don't tell me you broke out. Oh, you goof. I'm next door. Oops, I must have guessed wrong then. They said you were in the cell with the red lock, so I just picked randomly. Still having trouble with Keller then. Next time, try asking if I'm in there before you bash in the door. Wait, what are you even doing down here? I know you're in solitary, but I asked the professor and snuck down. You snuck down here? What was I supposed to do? I was worried about you. I couldn't get permission for a real visit, but he said we could talk a bit. Wow, I have to say I'm pretty grateful. It's been crazy boring in here. Thanks, Cosette. Don't thank me. I'm the one who got you into this mess. What mess? I'm here because of my own decisions. You know, I'm looking at this. I don't know if you guys noticed, I went and changed all the thumbnails. I decided to, midway through, obviously, to do custom thumbnails rather than just a single one for the whole thing. And this looks like a good thumbnail, so definitely be taking a snap of that. Well, even so, thank you, Avan. So, everyone in class is doing okay? We all agree it's weird there without you. It's too quiet. It's sad and distracting. Oh, but Zeri says it's a nice break and that he can finally get work done. Ugh, why am I not surprised? But he's just saying that. You can tell he misses you too. I know I do. So, talk to me. Tell me something about yourself. What were you like as a little boy? What was I like? I don't know. What's to say? I was your normal brat. Now, if you want stories, I can tell you about this time in Leon. I don't. What I want to know more about is that bratty kid. Really? Really? Well, alright. Let's see. This one time... Oh man. It's getting doki doki in there. Alright, and... we've got money and experience. I'm going to try to do this quickly. Let's read the papers,
Avan,
though.
How goes it today?
Definitely gotta get our lore in. Valkyrian legend. The Valkyrie are regarded as saviors in European folklore, said to have come from the north to rescue mankind from the destruction caused by the Darkson calamity. The battle there waged against the Darkson is known as the War of the Valkyrie. However, most believe this legend to be merely a myth, and think of the Valkyrie as fictional beings. Only the persecution of the Darksons, believed to have caused harm to the world, has survived through the past 2,000 years to this day. Audrey's Trank Giriolu? Lol. The tank used by General Audrey Garcinal, commander of the Rebel Armored Corps. It features 5 150mm rocket launchers, in addition to the 75mm main gun. The rockets deliver a 6.5 kilogram payload and make up for lack of accuracy with their area of effect. We had to deal with that in the last main battle. Some think Audrey chose this as her personal tank due to the sound of its rockets launching, and the sight of them descending from the heavens, reminding her of the wrath of God. Length 6.2 meters, width 3.3 meters, weight 34 tons, top speed 40 kilometers per hour. You know, in case you liked a little bit of depressing news, I guess. I don't know. The city of Yule, a medium-sized city in central Gallia that grew around Yule University, which is founded in medieval times by William Yule. It's a center of learning, with many institutions and research facilities. The university is still among the top schools in Gallia. It was devastated in the war against the Empire, which many residents lost their lives. After the war, defensive improvements were made, and large numbers of military facilities constructed. Students there are also active members of the Town Watch. The Lottie Insider. Letter of thanks from Yule. Class G received a letter of thanks from Oscar Bielert, a student living in Yule. Oscar fought with the Town Watch in the battle there, and was saved by Class G students when surrounded by the enemy. Here's what he had to say. I saw Cosette run for the goal and not actually help us. Yule is now safe thanks to you all. I hear you joined the fighting without permission, and as a former militia soldier, I'd like to think I understand your situation. I hope you all make it through this safely. We don't regret a thing, Oscar. Or we don't regret a thing, Oscar. Audrey retreats from Yule. The rebel offensive in central Gallia has ceased. An armored corps led by General Audrey Garcinal have withdrawn from Yule, preventing their advance towards Rangres. However, Yule lies in ruins, and many gave their lives in its defense. General Baldrin Garcinal's forces occupy Melivir, but rebel plans to surround Rangres have been thwarted due to the failed attack on Yule. The rebels may abandon Melivir and retreat south to avoid being cut off, so the crisis seems over for now. We can go back to, I don't know, beating Class A at school or something, I guess. Long-range tanks. So, like we previously discussed, that will give me things. However, it's not really going to give me story stuff. So, what I might shift to doing, because I don't... Well, I can buy it now. Let's buy it now. I don't have to do it now.
Oops, looks like I'm fresh out.
That took a lot of money. So what we'll do now is not do that mission. I'm going to do all these other missions, and then maybe between episodes, I think might not be a bad idea. I'll do the mission. Because I can do that, you know, just while sitting on my couch or whatever. I don't have to record it, is the thing. And then when we come back, any skits that came from that we can play afterwards, and I'll still get the benefits from it without having to do all of it while sitting in front of my TV.
Ah, Avan. How can I help you today?
Alright, so for July we have to do 4 missions. Now, I have about an hour and a half that I can play for right now. And that's basically going to be my time limit for this episode. So this may be a short episode, depends on how it all goes down. Or I might wipe them all out if they're all like 10 minutes. I doubt that, but I could. Eventually. So anyway, I am once again proceeding to attempt to get Cosette to be the doctor that she's always wanted to be. Even though red scares her, I think. V2. Ugh. So anyway, yeah. I'll see you guys in a bit. Yes, Cosette finally got Support X. I ended up having her use her trumpet and defend a bit, and then just had her just push forward. So that worked out alright. And I think the other big key is, if you're going to have your other team do work, kind of spread them out so one of them doesn't stand out One of them doesn't stand out particularly well.
We have a new transfer arriving today.
Heinz Gilden, at your service.
Oh, Heinz Gilden.
If there is any way I can be of assistance, I am at your disposal.
Yes, you will be. As an engineer, I guess some engineers getting bumped out.
To begin, here is today's news.
Actually, didn't I have like a lot of...
How can I help you today?
One unit or something? I think I have a lot of engineers, so yeah, we can take one of them out. Maybe we'll take out... We'll take out Sophia, I think. Sophia's out. Heinz is in. Also forgot to spend my money in experience to upgrade, so we'll do that. Let's talk to Heinz in the library, apparently. A son of... whoa. Words? A son of House Christen's son, and girls from the Willock and Siegebond families. Quite a lineup. But until I can see their nature for myself.
Yo!
Hey, didn't you just get placed in our class? Ah, Master Hardens. I am Heinz Gilden, engineer. Is that a yearbook you've got there? Trying to get a feel for campus life? Not quite.
My word.
Oh, Master Hardens, your shoes are covered in dust, sir. Please allow me. A man can't shine until his boots do, sir. Please do take care. Oh, thanks. So, do you always carry a shoe brush with you?
I agree.
Yes, it's an old habit from my last position. My, but look at the time. I must see to afternoon tea, Master Hardens. By your leave.
Wait, what?
So, why was he reading that yearbook then? I bet his, negative potentials are going to be something like, oh, these shoes are disgusting, like that. By the way, I ran into, so if you remember, I can't remember what it was called, but, Cosette's one negative potential turned into blood trauma. When she gets that, I believe she instantly runs out of AP, where she's at. You can still shoot. I'm sure there's probably some negative benefits as well, like less damage or something, but you can still shoot and do any of your other normal actions or end your turn, but you run out of AP right there. And that's kind of annoying. But that's her thing. And that's what'll happen if we keep using her for the time being.
Hey there.
Here, Alicia, let me carry that bread. You shouldn't strain yourself. Oh, I'm fine. Honestly, you're such a worrywart. Ah, there you are, dears. Quite the brazen show of a public affection, no?
Huh?
Edie, what are you... I came by to pay a visit to my darling sister. You are all an afterthought. You and I fought for the throne as the idol of Squad 7, Alicia. Until you got married and threw in the towel. I came to formally claim victory. Same old Edie. I think we can both agree that the role of wife suits you better anyhow.
Hey!
Are you seeing anyone now, Edie? There's so few men who can keep up with me, unfortunately for them. I see. Well, alright, darlings. I've seen your love-struck mawkish faces. I'm off. But let me be quite clear. You'd better live happily ever after. She never could just speak her mind. I thought it was sweet. Thank you, Edie. So it turns out that back to technical problems, the computer shuts off the monitor after 30 minutes of, I guess, inactivity. So I'm gonna have to change that. Anyway, let's go spend our meager money. Actually, hold on.
Yo!
Avan!
What's up?
Got a new weapon. Development tier 7.
Yo!
Hey, Avan. Things are cheaper now. Buy things.
Yo!
Hey, Avan. Some enemy tanks are able to fire shells into other areas. Dealing with one-sided attacks from unseen enemies is tricky, but luckily you're also able to use cross-area artillery. Cross-area artillery tank turrets can be developed at the R&D building. Once you develop these, you can use tactics such as shelling your enemy before swarming in with your infantry. To initiate cross-area artillery fire, move the cursor over the vehicle and press a triangle. Woo! 4 CP! Still, that does actually sound like a decently useful tactic, and I've never used it before. So, maybe. Be fired at the end of the next enemy phase. Can only fire one barrage each phase, so choose your targets carefully. That would actually be kind of cool one.
Hey, Avan.
I've got a feeling
What
that
brings
you
here?
lose your self-defensive turret, which is kind of like my big thing, and you lose your regular tank turret, which is the other thing I like. But, that being
Hey,
said,
Avan. How goes it
a
today?
lot of times I just put out my tank and then I don't touch him for the rest
Did
of
you
the
know
match.
about these?
Heal all. Right, okay. So we had a heal 1 unit, that was 1 CP. Heal all is 3 CP. If you've got a whole squad out in the field, this is a really good one.
Good luck out there.
That's a lot of experience, but we definitely want that one. Because heal 1 only helps you so much. It's like, kind of like you're in between a rock and a hard place.
Good, you're here.
But heal all can really make the difference. And I don't have enough experience to level up my units I want. We'll go Engineer and Lancer.
You've done well, men. That's another level.
Now, can we get Cosette a bit higher like I wanted? I gotta keep checking. Okay, so we could make Eric a trooper veteran now if I wanted. Honestly, more trooper veterans wouldn't be bad, and I don't need a lot of gunners, so we'll leave Pete as the gunner and go trooper veteran. Looks like we're gonna lose a tad bit of our HP, but we're gonna get back. We're gonna get some AP and, or no AP. We're gonna get more accuracy though. Man, I would love like 1 commando, but we need things we don't have yet. She can be a gunner. Marion can be a gunner. If I get an attack X though, We could upgrade that one. Okay, Cosette can be an engineer veteran. There we go. I like you better this way anyway. Not having a wrench kind of sucks. Can fully heal allies no matter what their health. Also has better physical ability than regular engineers. The engineer elite can restore HP of wounded allies over a wide area. Does that mean you have farther range, or does that mean like you have area of effect healing? Because that's pretty legit, area of effect healing. I wouldn't even have to use 3 CP for that one. Need some stuff we don't have. Or medic can revive allies whose HP have fallen to 0. That sounds kind of useful as well, actually. Also has improved physical abilities over engineer veterans. I'm going to assume that maybe you lose the wrench, but maybe you don't. Either way, being able to revive fallen allies would be indispensable. So, definitely want to give her that. Alright. Just as a point of reference, I still have about an hour left, so we might be able to get a bit more done. Let's go spend some of our money.
Hey, Avan. What brings you here?
Let's get a better field suit. That'll give us better rear defense, better side defense, and better front defense. Better hand grenades. Generally what this means for me is just a better chance to actually kill the enemy crouching behind sandbags than usual. 'Cause that's all I usually use them for. We can make a better sniper rifle. Make Avan just a little bit more deadly. Not better submachine gun. Just more shots. Or submachine gun. Better machine gun, though. Pete Stang's back for some more damage, I guess. Ooh, that looks fancy. Better personnel. Better armor. A lot better accuracy. Better range. Slightly less shots. So might do slightly less damage, however, the additional accuracy and range may actually increase that. Not a bad combo, I'd say. Alright, combat suit. The Lancers are actually fairly resilient to regular gunfire, surprisingly. And I'm out of money. Let's see what we can do. APC bodies. Just a better APC body. Anti-armor turret. Standard turret, Gatling. Ragnite. Mortar. I think that's all about the same. Artillery, right. So, artillery gets an artillery shell, obviously, and it has a mortar. No self-defense capabilities, no actual tank fighting capabilities. Turns it into more of a support unit. However, honestly, I kind of use my tank as an all-around thing. A lot of matches I'll just set it and forget it. But some matches I'll actually use it to get a tank or two. So I kind of like to have that turret. Better flamethrower. Some new stickers. Enemy camouflage. Reduces all of your defenses, but gives you extra damage. That's an interesting marking. And those are just camouflages. Alright. Another mission on the way.
Ah, Avan. To begin, here is today's news.
Alright, that went well enough. We're now down to 2 missions left to do. And I've still got a little bit less than an hour. One thing I am kind of noticing, at least I'm seeing it on the preview, it looks kind of choppy. Now that being said, I've thought this before. When I would record on the other computer, so I'm kind of wondering if it's actually choppy or not. So I'm gonna check it really quick, and if it is, it won't really have affected too much. so far because it's been mostly visual novel stuff I've been showing you guys, so give me just a minute.